Thank you so much, Essay. Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you, Mrs. Bashir, our advocacy chair, for that insightful welcome remark and pretty much giving an overview of what this is all about. I want to say a big welcome to all the amazing people on the call this afternoon. I was looking through the chat and I think we have representation across all the states in Nigeria. And even outside Nigeria, I see someone from a couple of people from Ghana. I see from Zambia. I welcome you all. It just shows the global footprint that WIMBIZ has, especially when it comes to our initiatives and programs. Before I go into the overview and an orientation for this mentoring program, I would just want to also highlight some statistics, which we will still get to hear more details on as in the course of listening to our amiable speakers. If we look at the landscape of women in law in Nigeria with a special focus, and if my slides could please come up, I'd appreciate that. We would see that when it comes to the journey for women in law, there are, please move on to the next slide. There are some key figures that I'll just want us to highlight. The chair mentioned earlier on the volume of women when it comes to senior advocates in Nigeria. Now, if you look at that, I believe we have almost 700 senior advocates in Nigeria and barely 40 of them are women. Now, this is where I need some interaction in the chat room. Do we think, we are all legal practitioners here, this low representation is because women lack intellectual property or capacity to get to this position as senior advocates of Nigeria? About 5% are women. Oh yes, I see. Definitely not. Of course not. No, 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 no. Completely agree with you. So it's definitely not about our intellectual capacity. It's definitely not about that we don't even have the numbers of women that are capable. There are just so many other things that are causing these limitations, and which are one of the key things that we would like to bring to the forefront. I believe my slides is not coming up, but there are other statistics that we can get to see if it eventually comes up along the line. When it comes to the attorney generals in Nigeria, we have about 37 of them, but only 4 are female. More figures coming out there. When it comes to the Nigerian Bar Association, there are about 128 branches and less than 4% are being led by women. When it comes to the chief justices that has been elected in Nigeria, of recent, now the figure is 2, used to be 1 for a very long time, despite the fact that we have gone through this cycle for 16 cycles. Now, like we all agree, it's definitely not about the capacity or intellectual bandwidth of women when it comes to getting to this leadership position. And that's why I want to give an overview quickly about WIMBIZ, first of all, because I've had some people come to us like, WIMBIZ, is it not just women in business? What is their business with women in law? If I'll give you a full name of what WIMBIZ stands for, WIMBIZ is Women in Management, Business and Public Service. And we're a non-for-profit organization dedicated to promoting and supporting women in leadership roles. Now, I'm sure you're beginning to see how this fits into for women in law, because when it comes to the leadership pathways in law, there's the bit for public service there and the ones where you get to work in as a partner in law firms. So our mission as a goal is to inspire and empower women to attain leadership positions in business, management, and public service. Now, what is our goal for the Women in Law Mentoring Program? Broadly, if I will put it, the goal is to increase the number of women in legal leadership in Nigeria. So this is not about fairness. It's about strengthening justice, enriching the legal profession, and building a society that works for all. We all know that when women are in this leadership position, there's a balanced perspectives to how everything is being done. So we want to be able to empower you as a woman in law and step towards a more just, balanced, and progressive Nigeria. The WIMBIZ Women in Law mentoring program is a group mentoring program. As you can see, the volume of people that have signed up for this program. And this is to foster a collaborative learning environment where female legal professionals can collectively explore and address the barriers to leadership, especially in this field. Through this structured group mentoring, the program will empower you to define your leadership aspirations. You would learn to get experiences from different people, gain insights from our accomplished mentors, and build a strong peer network that supports your growth. The ultimate aim is to ensure that knowledge, confidence, and a community that is needed to navigate this leadership journey is achieved in the long run. Like I had mentioned earlier, it's a group mentoring program, and this means that the format is that the group will support each other to learn as well as to grow as we bring in different range of perspectives and experiences. Now, what is the expected outcome from this? And I want you to please look through and ensure that this also aligns with what you want to be able to achieve with this program. We want to, first of all, be able to increase awareness on these barriers that exist, to be able to change the narrative that it's not about us not having capable women. It's not about us looking for standards to be lowered for us as women, but pretty much to ensure that there's a clear understanding of the systemic, cultural, and even personal barriers that limit women in the legal profession. We also expect that there will be clarity of your leadership vision as this is your career path. What exactly do you want to be in the next 5 years? We expect that you'll be able to draw up a plan in that regard. We want to showcase all sorts of success stories of women that have been there and done that to let you know that this is not something that is impossible. It just really starts with you believing and aspiring towards being there. There's also going to be mentorship, peer support. So you're going to be doing a lot of networking and connecting so that when you go up in the ladder, you have a whole robust platform of female lawyers that you can always beckon on and call on for their support and even leverage on their wealth of experience as we grow. So your professional network should definitely expand by being a part of this program. There's also supposed to be that sense of belonging to a community of women with shared purpose, which is what WIMBIZ stands for. And most importantly, whatever it is that you want to get out of this, ensure that you have that spirit to want to pay it forward. That whatever you learn from here, you're going to spread that information along your network, in your offices, and be that advocate for women wherever that you are. So I want to encourage you before I go into an overview of what the sessions for this program would look like, that as you step into this program, remember that you're not here by accident. You are here because you have something powerful to offer the world, to offer Nigeria most especially. This is more than a mentoring program. It is a call to rise, a call to action. It is a space for you to challenge limitations, own your voice, and define leadership on your own terms. Take full advantage of this opportunity, engage deeply, and ask hard questions, especially the ones that relate to your reality. Build authentic connections and commit to your growth. And I am sure that at the end of the program, we will be glad to celebrate with you and also handhold you as you pursue your leadership journey. In total, there are 5 sessions for this program. The first one, which is the one that has kicked off today, understanding the current landscape for women in law. And we have our amiable speakers on the call to do justice to this. Next to this, on the 27th of June, we're going to be digging deeper into overcoming barriers, especially when it comes to the judiciary as well as the law firms. In this session, there will also be a breakout where you would have predetermined which leadership pathway you want to follow through. You're just allowed to pick one, and then you follow through and you're going to be connected to the mentors and listen to them. Next would be on the 11th of July, where you'll be learning to build your network and also listening to some success stories that would inspire and empower you. Then on August 1st, you're going to have setting your career goals and creating a personal brand. The power of your brand cannot be overestimated. So this is a very, very insightful session that you definitely don't also want to miss. And then finally, we would have your graduation. But of course, during that, we're going to have keynote speakers talking to you about creating a legacy, especially in the legal community and giving back to the community. So that's it in a nutshell. I must let you know, to be considered as someone that has completed this Women in Law mentoring program, you need to at least have 75% attendance across all the sessions. So please do mark your diaries, ensure that you plan properly to give this your full attention so that you can leverage and maximize the opportunity that is available to you. I celebrate you all for creating time to be a part of this, and I do wish you all the best in this program and beyond. Thank you very much.